everyone, hi family, welcome back. So today I'm gonna make a traditional dish of Pakistan. It's called chicken biryani, and it is so delicious, and it's one of everyone's favorites, honestly. There's a few ingredients here that I'll need to explain, but trust me family, it is all worth it. And there's so many ways of making biryani. This is just one of them, the way I do it. So let me start off with the first step. Okay, there's 3 steps. Now the first step for making your chicken biryani is to make the gravy, and then the second step will be to do the rice, and I'll show you how we do the rice and the ingredients for the rice once we reach that step. And then the third step is the assembling of the biryani. Okay family, so I'm just going to get straight into it because I have a lot of ingredients to explain here right now. So in this bowl I've got chicken pieces that I'm just going to do a light marinade with 1 teaspoon of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Okay, and I'm just going to rub that together into our chicken. And while I'm doing this, I'll explain our other ingredients. So I've got 3 onions, 2 white onions and 1 red onion, finely chopped. Chopped very thinly, family. Now if you only have white onion or you only have red onion, it's fine, just use what you have. Okay, it's no worries, your biryani will still be delicious. I've got 2 tomatoes chopped. I have 2 to 3 green chilies. I've got 2 heaped tablespoons of garlic ginger paste and about 3 heaped tablespoons of coriander stalks. Now why I've got the coriander stalks is because I'm using the leaves later for assembling our biryani, so you know nothing goes to waste around here. So we're going to use the stalks in our gravy, and it will add a extra depth of flavor to our gravy, our salan. Okay, so I've got that 3 heaped tablespoons of coriander stalks finely chopped, about 1 cup of plain yogurt. Now moving on to our spices, I have 3 star anise, 2 bay leaves, 1 cinnamon quail or quill. I've got 5 black peppercorns, 3 to 4 cloves, 3 green cardamoms and 2 black cardamoms. I have 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder, and 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, and salt to your taste. And also we're going to need some cooking oil because we're going to be frying up our chicken and then our onions. Okay, so once I start frying up the chicken, I'll come back and show you our next step. Okay family, won't be long. Okay everyone, we're back. I've just added in a bit of oil to a wok, and we're going to start frying off our chicken. So we just want to get a nice bit of colour on our chicken, family, and then we'll put it aside and we'll continue on to do the rest of our gravy ingredients. Okay, so I'm gonna cook these 4 chicken pieces first, and then I'll flip them over, and then I'll add in our drumsticks, cook our drumsticks, and then I'll put it all aside. So let me do that and I'll come back to you soon. Okay, let's take our chicken out. It's got a nice colour on it now. That's enough. Be careful when you're doing this. Okay, you don't want the oil to splatter on you. Now we're going to add in our drumsticks. And we're just going to cook those until they have a nice golden brown colour on them. Alright, family, so remember, we're not cooking the chicken fully, we're just kind of caramelizing it, and then we're going to set it aside and continue on cooking the rest of our gravy, and then we'll add our chicken back once that's done. Okay, so let me cook this chicken, get some nice colour on it, and then I'll come back to you soon. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to add in our onions, our sliced onions. So we just finished cooking off our chicken. Our chicken's got a nice colour on it. And we've just set it aside. Okay, friends? I will show you. So our chicken, we just fried it up for a bit to get a nice colour on it, to sear the chicken. It's not fully cooked, but it's okay because we're going to carry on cooking it in the gravy. So now we've started frying our onions, and I'm going to cook these until they're a lovely golden brown color, like really caramelized. So once it reaches that stage, I'll come and show you what it looks like. Okay, everyone, we're back. So you can see our onions are starting to change color. They're getting nice and caramelized. I've just been stirring the onions non-stop, okay, because we don't want them to burn on the bottom. So at this point, I'm going to add in our aromatics. And just continue cooking the onions and the aromatics until they get even more color on them, and then we can start adding in our next ingredients, fams. Okay, so won't be long now and our onions will be ready. So once we get to that point, I'll come back and show you what we do next. Okay, family, now we're going to add in our garlic and ginger paste. So you can see we started off with 3 rather large onions, but because we've been cooking them down, you can see now it just looks like 1 onion cooked, but that's okay. Alright, so we're now at the point where our onions are good enough to continue on. So we're going to add in garlic ginger paste, give it a mix around, Just fry off the rawness from the garlic and the ginger for about a minute. Okay, then we're going to add in our tomatoes and our green chilies. And we're going to add in our spices. Salt, red chili powder, garam masala, cumin powder, just give it a mix, fam. You can add a bit of water too if you want at this stage. Very strong flavors going on right now. Okay, carry on with our spices. Coriander powder, turmeric powder, and of course our fresh coriander stalks chopped up. Okay, you can see it's very dry because our onions have soaked up all of our oil. But that's okay. Just keep stirring it. As long as it's not sticking to the bottom, it's fine. Just keep stirring it. It smells amazing. So I'm going to cook this, and then when I come back I will add in our chicken and continue cooking our chicken, okay fams? So when I get to that point I'll come back and show you what we're doing. Thank you. Okay, so let us add in our chicken. And the juices of the chicken. Bismillah. And give it a good mix around. Okay, you want to cover the chicken in the gravy. All those nice spices and aromatics. Okay. Don't worry if you see bits of tomato because we're still going to be continue on with our cooking of the gravy. Alright. So what I'm going to do from this point, fams, is I'm just going to add in about, let's see, half a cup of water. No, not even that. About a quarter cup of water. And I'm just going to cover the chicken up now and let it cook in the gravy. And when we come back, we'll give it a good mix around, and we'll add in our yogurt. Okay, family? Thank you for watching. Be back soon. Okay, I thought I'd better tell you, I added in 1 cup of water, and I turned our heat down to a medium low. Alright, and now we're going to cover up our chicken and allow it to cook through, and then when we come back, we'll add in our yogurt. Okay, let's check our chicken. See how's it going in here. Smells delicious. Yep, our gravy is looking good. Real good, fams. The tomatoes all dissolved. The chicken is 3/4 of the way done. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add in our plain yogurt. And I just want to show you, if I can lift my phone up properly. So in here we're going to start doing our rice. We've got 3 cups of basmati rice that's been washed and soaked for at least 30 to 40 minutes. So we've got the 3 cups of rice in there with 4 cups of water. We've got a half a cinnamon stick, a bay leaf, 2 cardamom pods and 2 cloves, and a teaspoon of salt. Okay, fams, and we're just going to cook the rice on a high heat, bring it to a boil, and then turn the heat off and cover our pot with a tea towel. The same technique we used when we were making our chickpea pilau. But once we get to that point, I'll show you the rice. Okay? Don't worry. Wow. Our gravy is looking very, very good. And smelling even better. Okay, now at this stage, we're going to add in our yogurt. So this is about 1 cup of unsweetened plain yogurt. So I'm just lightly stirring it, and then I'm going to cover it up and allow it to simmer on a low heat, and let it cook the rest of the way. And when we come back, I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, our rice is starting to simmer. You can see the rice is starting to come to the top now. So we'll just let it cook down a little bit more till more water goes less, evaporates, and then we'll turn off the heat completely, cover it with a tea towel, and allow it to cook in the steam for about 10 minutes. Okay, family? Okay, everyone, our gravy is done and our rice is at the back cooling down. It's cooked. So this is step 1 and step 2 of our chicken biryani finished. So when I come back, fams, I'll show you how we're going to assemble everything. Okay, our gravy is cooked, our chicken is cooked. This all took about 30 to 35 minutes cooking. Our rice, once it started to cook in the steam with the lid over it and a tea towel, it only took about 10 minutes. So that's step 1 and step 2, and all we have left to do now is step 3. So when I come back, I'll show you how to do that. Welcome back, family. Okay, now we're up to part 3 of our chicken biryani, and what we're just doing is we're going to assemble everything. So here in this bowl we've got our rice that's cooled completely down, our basmati rice. We've got in this wok, we've got our chicken biryani masala, and we've got some fresh coriander and mint leaves chopped, some fresh lemon juice. We've got some warm milk with some saffron threads inside, and in here, I don't know, you can't really see because it's clear, it looks like water. We have some kera water. It's so it's actually a like a floral kind of extract, and it adds a beautiful flavor and a sweetness to the biryani. And then we've just got some melted butter. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm just going to add half of our chicken masala, our biryani mix, into the bottom of this pot. And spread it out evenly, and I'll save the other half for the next layer. And then our rice, we're going to put half of our rice into our pot. Bismillah. Okay, just to cover the chicken. So we're doing 2 layers, family. This is going to be a 2-layer delicious chicken biryani. Okay, and then we just want to grab our melted butter and drizzle it over. Or if you have ghee, desi ghee, you can use that. And I'm going to add half of our fresh herbs. So that's fresh mint leaves and coriander, and half of our milk and saffron. So the saffron will give the biryani a nice color. Okay, and just some of our lemon juice goes over. Alright, so that's our first layer. I don't know if you can see that, family. Now I'm going to do our last layer. So same process, in goes our chicken masala and all our delicious gravy that we made. Wow, it smells really nice and it's looking good. Okay, just pop that to the side, and we're going to add in the rest of our rice over our chicken. So this part is the fun part. This is the easy fun part, is doing the layering, because you're just pouring everything in and setting up your layers for all the flavors to eventually combine together, and that's what makes a really delicious chicken biryani. Okay, and the rest of our butter, drizzle it over. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and just add in the rest of our ingredients. Okay, you can do this in any order that you like. Okay, our kera water, that's going to add a lovely sweetness. The rest of our saffron milk, and of course our lemon juice. Alright fams, that's our chicken biryani. Now I'm going to pop the lid on, and I'm just going to put it back on the heat, on a low to medium heat, and just allow the steam and allow it to warm up on a low to medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to serve it up. And when I come back, I'll show you what we do next, how I serve it up. Okay family, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this is a long video, but I hope each stage is explained perfectly or easy for you to understand. So when we come back, we'll show you our final delicious, yummy Pakistani chicken biryani. See you soon.